Welcome back to Travelspot. If you enjoy discovering the real side of travel beyond stereotypes and social media highlights, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us on more journeys around the world. Today's topic is important because it is one of the most searched questions by international travelers planning a trip to India. Is Bengal safe for foreigners? Before arriving in India, especially as a foreign traveler, there are certain images that often dominate online discussions. Crowded streets, scams, political tension, chaotic traffic, and concerns about safety frequently appear in travel forums and media reports. Bengal, particularly Kolkata, often becomes part of that conversation because of its dense population, old infrastructure in some areas, and highly active public life. And honestly, after arriving, some of those concerns do not feel entirely imaginary. Bengal can feel overwhelming at first. The streets are busy almost every hour of the day. Public spaces are loud and energetic. Traffic can appear chaotic compared to Western cities. Certain areas, especially older parts of Kolkata, show signs of aging infrastructure. Roads can become congested. Some streets may not appear as polished or organized as what travelers expect from highly commercial tourist destinations. During political demonstrations or festival seasons, crowds can become extremely large, making movement difficult. Like many major cities across the world, petty scams also exist. Overpriced taxi rides, aggressive street vendors, and tourist-targeted pricing can occasionally happen, especially if someone appears unfamiliar with local systems. For solo travelers who are completely unprepared, the environment may initially feel intimidating. Night travel in isolated areas is something many travelers remain cautious about, especially those unfamiliar with the city layout. Public transport can become crowded, and language differences in some areas may create confusion for foreigners navigating independently, but this is where perspective becomes important. The internet often presents India only through extremes. Either everything is portrayed as dangerous chaos, or everything is unrealistically romanticized. The truth is far more balanced. What stood out after spending time in Bengal was not danger, but intensity. This region is deeply alive. Streets are active because people are active. Markets are crowded because public culture remains strong. Life happens outside here. People interact constantly. Food is cooked openly. Conversations spill into streets, and communities remain socially connected in a way many modern cities have lost. Places like Park Street, Victoria Memorial, and Howrah Bridge reveal another side of Bengal entirely. Colonial architecture, historic cafes, bookstores, art culture, and intellectual history create an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in India. Food culture also changes the experience completely. Restaurants like Peter Cat and Floris showcase a blend of history and modern dining. Traditional Bengali dishes like mashir jol, rosagala, and kathi roll add another layer to the city's identity. One thing many foreigners notice is that despite the overwhelming environment, people are often surprisingly willing to help. Locals frequently guide travelers, assist with directions, recommend food, or simply start conversations out of curiosity. Hospitality may not always appear polished or commercialized, but it often feels genuine. Compared to many global cities, violent crime against tourists is not something most travelers regularly encounter in Bengal's major tourism zones. The bigger challenge is usually adjustment, understanding the pace, noise, density, and unpredictability of the environment. Another important reality is that India itself is incredibly diverse. Judging the entire country through one crowded street or one negative experience would be deeply inaccurate. Bengal represents only one part of an enormously varied nation. Cities like Kochi, Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad offer completely different urban experiences, infrastructure levels, cleanliness standards, and lifestyles. India is not one single experience. It is many worlds existing together. What Bengal offers is not polished perfection. It offers character. It offers history. It offers culture with depth and emotion. And for some travelers, that raw authenticity becomes more memorable than modern luxury. The key to traveling safely here is awareness, not fear. Use trusted transport apps like Uber when possible. Avoid isolated areas late at night. Keep basic awareness in crowded locations. Learn simple local travel habits. And most importantly, arrive with an open mind rather than assumptions created entirely by headlines or online comments. As a foreign traveler, the biggest lesson learned in Bengal was this: discomfort and danger are not always the same thing. Sometimes a place feels overwhelming simply because it is unfamiliar. And once that unfamiliarity fades, the deeper beauty begins to appear. India is not a country that reveals itself instantly. It takes patience. It takes observation. It takes the willingness to look beyond surface-level impressions. And Bengal, perhaps more than many places, represents that complexity. Thank you for traveling with Travelspot. If this perspective helped you understand Bengal and India in a more balanced way, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and stay with us for more real experiences from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring and always look beyond first impressions.